Hey everybody, Shane here, Shoebox Legends. Thanks for stopping by today for a very quick video. Gonna do kind of a fast forward through time two-parter today where I get to a card that I sold, and then we're gonna look at, through the magic of modern video editing, the two cards in this case that I got in return for the card that I sold. So we're gonna start obviously with the sale, and while it's a little bit bittersweet to see it go, it's gonna be the card that you see here on the left. This is the 1951 Topps Blueback Johnny Pesky. I've had this card for probably 14 years, maybe somewhere thereabouts, and I bought it in the age of being a hardcore Red Sox team collector. For those who don't know, Johnny Pesky basically embodies the Boston Red Sox. He was involved in the organization for so many decades as a player, a coach, manager, advisor to the team. He just kind of seemed to live at the ballpark. And of course, the right field pole is named Pesky Pole in his honor, the right field foul pole. So huge name in the history of the Red Sox. And this is the first Topps baseball set ever produced, even though they're sort of game cards from 1951. So yeah, I love the card. If I didn't, I wouldn't have bought it in the first place. But 14 years later, I have other Pesky cards. I don't have aspirations to complete the 1951 Topps baseball set or anything along those lines. He's not someone that I collect deeply, though I do want to have some Pesky in my collection. So I decided to list that one and sell it via eBay. Put it up at what I thought was a pretty reasonable price, accepting offers, and within about a week or two, just got an offer on it a day or so ago, accepted, and it's going to be packed up right after this video and shipped out. So just wanted to kind of document it. Don't think I had ever managed to show that card on my channel in the history of the channel over the last 2.5 years here. So did want to at least get it on video and commemorate that I owned it at one point, and I thought it would make an interesting before and after to kind of see what I turned that into. So long, Johnny Pesky, and hang tight just 1 minute. We're gonna look at what I got in return. Take care. All right, we're back with part 2 of the Johnny Pesky sale trade video extravaganza here. And we're gonna look at what I got in return. So got rid of that 51 Topps that we saw in the earlier portion of the video just now. And ironically, one of the reasons I sold it, I had my eye on a particular 1951 card that I kind of wanted in exchange. And you may have noticed, obviously not positioned exactly where it is today, but I believe this Monty Irvin was in the background of the first part of the video. And it's there for a reason, because I picked up a 51 Bowman card with the proceeds from the 51 Topps Pesky sale. And here it is, just gorgeous, and I'm so grateful to have this. The 1951 Bowman Bob Feller. Just awesome. I've really fallen in love with the 51 Bowman set in recent, maybe the last couple of years especially. I always did have a handful of these in the collection, but never really pursued a lot of the stars or Hall of Famers until lately. And I was really astounded at how cheaply I was able to acquire this feller for. I mean, just one of the premier pitchers of his day and of all time. Obviously, the point of this video is not to get into a career breakdown or overwhelm you with stats, but I think you probably know who Bob Feller is. I love the image, as I do nearly every early 50s Bowman, with this kind of cartoon painting. I think it's gorgeous, just a great smile, great look at the Indians cursive logo, team logo going across the chest on the jersey there. I love kind of the haunting silhouette of a stadium light in the background over his shoulder, the clouds. I mean, everything about this is just ideal. Early's 50 Bowman is amazing. And obviously this particular copy I was drawn to because, it's a lowly 2.5, as we can see on the flip. I'm thinking it's accurately graded. I'm not debating that, but it has the qualities that I look for, which are amazing centering and amazing eye appeal. And, to me, this is I will never need to upgrade it copy of a 51 Bob Feller. I've never owned this card in my life prior to this, and it's just an example of, using my collection to better my collection. Yes, I like that Pesky card. There was a small part of me that was sad to see it go. However, I enjoy this card for where I'm at now with collecting 100 times more than I do the Pesky card. So, sometimes you just trade up or trade down or move to the side, and I'm sure the gentleman who bought my Pesky card who lives out in California. I hope he's, equally happy with how this turned out for him, and I know he'll appreciate that. But for me, I would rather just have that feller, and we'll put him alongside Monty Irvin here and some of the other great early 50s Bowman cards that I've been able to land. Now, amazingly, largely due to the fact that the Pesky was graded a 6 and the feller was graded a 2.5, and I should actually just briefly show the back of the feller card here, but what amazed me about this, there's not even any wax staining or residue or anything, so it's tough for me to understand why this got a 2 to an extent, but I don't really look that closely. It's not why I'm collecting cards. I just enjoy that one. I think it looks perfect. But anyway, back to the story. Largely due to the Pesky being a 6 and the feller being a 2.5, the feller actually cost me less money by a small margin than what I got for the sale of the Pesky. So I had a little bit of extra to play with, and I found this card that I won at auction and was, quite frankly, kind of stunned. So check out this Connor McDavid Orange Slice parallel from Upper Deck Allure in 2019. So this is the first year that they made the Allure set. It's the greatest player on ice. He just won his 3rd MVP, and he's just amazing. He is truly a talent that will be talked about for generations to come at the NHL level. This is a team color matching card, die cut here, great orange, in the orange Oilers sweater and orange socks. I mean, it's just killer. Serial numbered as well to 199, as all of these are, of course. Again, this is the first year that they made the Allure hockey release. This was had so cheap at auction. I think it was under $15 that I was able to pair it with the Bob Feller and basically come out as a wash for the sale of that 51 Topps Johnny Pesky. So 51 Pesky out the door, 51 Feller, and orange serial numbered best hockey player on the planet into the collection. Very happy with how that trade worked out, and I'll continue to look for opportunities like this to kind of churn my collection over and improve it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Certainly appreciate your time, and I'll be back very soon with some more content. Till then, take care and enjoy the hobby, everybody. See ya.